Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Sunday, it's going to be a TVZ from DreamHack Last Chance. Going to be Dark versus Maru here on Blackburn. Bottom right it is Dark, bottom left it is Maru. These two players have an excellent play history against each other. I don't know who's going to win here because they are super evenly matched. Alright, so Dark is a world champion, Maru is not, but don't let that fool ya. Maru is excellent at TVZ. He knows all of Dark's tricks. And this is going to be an excellent macro game for your Sunday. DreamHack Last Chance is just named that way because it's the last chance to get points for Katowice, which is the de facto world championship held in February. All right? So both of these players don't need any points, but they're going to duke it out anyway here for the cash prize. They are both qualified for Katowice already, but money speaks. Ooh, double racks opening here with a refinery. I would say it's Marauders, but Marauder openings are better against Protoss because Speedlings wreck Marauders. So we'll have to see what's on Maru's mind here. Dark not drone scouting, as usual for a ZVT. Zerg players do not like to drone scout. And checking for proxies here is Dark, but the proxies are inside Maru's base. Throwing Dark for a loop here. Dark says, okay, there's got to be a proxy somewhere. Where is it? Is it a command center first play? No? Are the barracks hidden back here like sometimes they do? Nope. Alright, man, says the Overlord. We better prepare. So 2 queens, 6 lings, not 4. He's preparing for Marines to come in here. Oh, okay. Forgot about Reapers for a second. Alright, man. What the heck was that you just canceled? Oh, he's throwing up a spine. Oh, maybe he's going to wish he had that spine in a minute. He's like, it could be a Reaper. Could be proxy Reaper shenanigans here. SCV checking to make sure a quick third doesn't come up. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Maru's expanding to the low ground, and the Reaper's moving out. I guess we'll give this Reaper a name. He's got friends, though. So Reaper name is myself. So who was my general for this battle? Myself. Yourself? No, myself. So it is not you. Correct. Then who is it? Myself. Who is being sent to the Reaper program? Myself? Correct. It's a little Falcon Paladin channel twist on who's on first there. There is a player that I've cast a couple times on the channel, probably more than a few times, named myself, and it does get confusing during cast a little bit sometimes. So yeah, 3 Reapers come in, and Dark knows what's up now. KD8 charge is not hit. Nice micro there. Took some hits, but it takes about 1,000 hits for Reapers to kill a Queen. So Queens are fine with that. Creep spread does manage to get out here, which is really nice. The more creep spread, the better on the situation. Overlord sees an expansion, so he's not going for like a crazy amount. Oh, he lifted his barracks and put them over here. Huh. So Overlord sees the factory. That's pretty good stuff. Double gas there, too. So we're not going to commit to like a huge number of Reapers or anything. We are moving into things. Cyclones, Hellions. Probably Hellions, if I had to guess what that is. Maybe another Creep Tumor here would be pretty nice, Dark. You can probably hold it. Speed kicks in right now. And there's really not much to stop Speedlings from pretty much maybe even forcing a lift off at the second base. Premature evacuation, well, not premature. It's an evacuation of the SCVs because he knows what's coming, and it's a ton of Speedlings. And the Hellions aren't here yet because we went for those, ow. Kill one of the Reapers at least if you're going to do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got one. Could be worse. Did take down the Engineering Bay block at the third base. Dark's going to get that at about 4 minutes. And Speedlings do catch everybody. Okay, so all the Reapers die. So fairly well myself. 3 Reapers down for 7 Lings is definitely a fair trade for Dark there. Lings don't stick around to deny mining because there's Hellions on the way, and Hellions off creep are pretty good against Lings even if they have the speed upgrade. So everything is now back to a fairly normal TVZ where we've got Hellions, we've got 2 bases for the Terran, a 3rd base is on the way for the Zerg. I think everything's fine here. Ling trying to make sure that Reapers are going to hop up here and try to do some more stuff. Overlord positioned for that as well. And a starport on the way being built right onto the reactor. So it could be Liberators, could be Vikings, could just be for medevac support here. I'm surprised the Hellions aren't moving out, but I guess he knows there's a bunch of speedlings out there somewhere. He doesn't have the ability to put overlords in positions to see if there are lings hanging out outside his base, so he's going to be a little bit more cautious. Keep the Hellions at home in case 20 speedlings show up and try to kill everything that he has, because that'd be pretty problematic. These lings are patrolling. They're going to get very dizzy doing this. And yeah, so far so good. Here, Dark versus Maru. Very exciting match thus far. Good, solid opener from Maru, but Dark handled it exceptionally well. Baneling Nest coming up. Do we get a lair yet? No. Only have about 51 workers. Lair time is probably about now, if I had to guess. Gas, 100 gas. Enough minerals for a lair. Do it. Do it now. Dang, Dark is really getting 4th base before a lair here. You're going pretty greedy. Ling does... Ooh, just scouts the orbital command. The 3rd orbital coming in here. That's nice. Hellions feel brave enough to move out at this stage. There's your lair timing. Okay. So at about 540 on that lair timing. Later than you'd probably want it to normally, but this has not been a pretty normal game. So I'm okay with it. I can roll with that one for sure. Stim on the way. Might... Yep, finishes up before this drop. It reaches its intended destination. And Ling's just, the creep is beautiful. It's connecting all 4 bases here, even though the 4th base doesn't exist yet. Queen's here, ready to go. Ton of speedlings, too. Like, that's just not, yeah. Backed into a corner like that, and without any ability to kite, is just rough for a Terran. So dropping in this location is difficult. I mean, this location has the same problem. What you can do sometimes is set up a tank down here, and then unload here, and then tank is covering this area. We've seen that attempted from Terrans quite a lot as well. And then, yeah, just too many Lings. Gotta pick up, get out of there. 3rd base from Maru is happily landed and running. It is pretty exposed, but Maru's putting the pressure on Dark so that Dark doesn't have to worry about, you know. Wait, so Dark can't worry about moving out, I guess is what I was trying to say there. Anywho. Oh, almost got that Overlord. Nice transfuse, though. We're gonna do some Hellion siege tank stuff on this 4th. I like it. I like it a lot. There's not a whole ton that Dark can do about this. Siege tank sets up. Starts firing on the hatch. Hellions here in case, you know, Lings try to show up and get us around on that tank. And the Lings and Banelings are like, this is not good. Oh, and then he unloads on this side of the mineral wall, too. Dark just goes for the counterattack. He's like, Queens can handle this. I don't know that they can, actually, but Lings counterattacking and taking some tank fire. Ow. Ow, but they got a supply depot, and they're in among the 3rd base of Maru, and they're going to kill some SCVs. Your friendly fire on the SCVs is a problem, too, but this 4th base from Dark is going to go down. So, sure, you're going to lose a couple SCVs, but other than that, that was not too bad. Dark, I don't think he got the value he wanted, and the 4th base explodes. Nicely done. These Zerglings are maybe going to go for another attack on the 3rd base, getting some Banelings there. Centrifugal hooks is done. Armory coming in. Might turn these into Hellbats to support these Marines in the siege tank here. I'm going to see if they're going to do it. It does... Oh, tried to take a 4th base top right. Dark does no, says Maru. I'm on top of that one, too. Maru is such a stud. I lied. Centrifugal hooks is not done. I guess that doesn't make any sense with the lair timing that it would be done yet. So I'm just dumb, I suppose, is what we're looking at here today, which is totally fine. Yeah, there's that Hellbat transformation. One of them is left behind. No! No Hellbats get left behind. I don't think any have died, actually. No Hellions or Hellbats have gone down. Lings trying to get here. Oh, were those Banelings too? Did he waddle slow Banelings? Wait, did nothing come in here? Well, I think there was something that happened here. Oh, there is something that happened here. 3 slow Banelings are waddling their way in. Reasonable thing, and then tanks are going to take care of it. Oh, the tank's actually unsieged. Oh, no. Well, no SCVs went down. One is very, very injured, but whatevs at that point. Really working hard on opening up these debris fields so there's more attack paths available for the Zerg to get surrounds on the Terran army. Army value is 76 to 78. Dark is down by a tiny bit. Income is spiking in Dark's favor, now favoring Maru. That's how fast the winds of income can change in these matches. Once again, trying to knock down some more rocks here. These creep queens running. Their tumors are dying. Their life's work getting shot to death. By the terribly mean Marines. And setting up on the other side of this mineral base again. This is not supposed to be easy to take, Dark. Man, 3 siege tanks, Hellbats, Marines, This is not happening. I know there's Hydras out, I totally get that, but that's not going to do much to save this thing. I just don't think there's a way. I really don't think there's a way to save it. The tanks, you know, being distracted, firing on some links here, but bam, that's a cancel. That's a forced cancel by said siege tanks. And there's just not enough Zerg to get around there. It's too many queens, and they can't get down here because they don't have creep. Now Maru taking his gold base as a 4th. We'll see if he can hang on to that one, or if maybe some lurkers show up and cause some problems, because I assume Dark's going for lurkers. That's what everybody seems to be going for against Terran these days. In the 2022 times, yeah? Yes, sirree, Bob. By the way, hit that like button if you enjoy the casts and what I do thus far. It's 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content here. I've been doing this since 2015. I really enjoy it. I love it a lot. It's obviously not enough, you know, for me to quit my day job, but it's something that I really enjoy doing, and I hope you like it too. And here comes Dark with all of the Lings and the Banes and the Hydras and the Queens you're ever going to see. Oh my gosh. He's confident enough to engage off creep here. He's going to kill all the tanks. So the tanks all die. This group of Marines is very dangerous, though. You do not want to overextend and not have enough to deal with this counterattack of Marines, which is a massive problem. Creep tumor actually, it's one of those things where a creep tumor is going down and the creep around it dies before it finishes, and it's a weird animation where this tumor is coming up in the middle of, like, stone or metal or whatever that is. So there you go. Lurker Den is now coming in from Dark. Maru's Sim City looks very pretty. Got a row here, got a row here. This 4th base is a planetary, but otherwise not worried about much of anything there. Income is favoring Maru right now. Again, mules have a lot to do with this. Ghost Academy coming in, a Liberator on the way, concussive shell for the lurkers, so they can't run away as easily. And 3/3 coming in for Dark, or for Maru too. +2 missile attack is on the way from Dark. No sign of, you know, can't get +3 yet or anything. He's not getting +3 armor either for his unit. Dude, this base, no. Maru just says no. He's looking at it, and he's like, you know what? Not allowed. You're not allowed to expand here at all. Bit of an attack does come into Dark's, like, 6th base-ish. Down here outside of his main, but then everybody dies because the Lings and the Banes and the Queens are enough to handle a small drop. A couple drones die, nothing to be concerned about for Dark, though. So he's got 7 lurkers on the way, making 36 Lings, 10 Banelings. Because there's a big, scary Terran army setting up. Liberator support. Killing creep tumors. Really not allowing the creep spread to do what it does. And this 6th base, or whatever it is, of Dark's does go down. That's another hatchery killed. Dark going for the counterattack. He's like, look, I'm so tired of being on the defensive all the time. I hear you, Dark. I hate being on the defensive literally all the time as a Zerg player. I know it's the optimal way to play, but it just does not work with me. Adrenal Glands is coming in. Dark understands what that upgrade is. No complaints there. Adaptive Talons getting researched. And a bit of a calm falls over the crowd here. Getting personal cloaking for the ghosts. Working on +3 melee for Dark here. So he's going to have +3 Lings with Adrenal. Making them all sorts of those cracklings that we talk about. Liberator sets up. This base is once again not allowed to exist. There's a cancel on it. This is not good for Dark, man. He keeps losing bases. He keeps losing sources of income that he really needs if he's going to win this thing. And +3 ground carapace is on the way. Going for seismic spines, too, for the lurker range upgrade. And I don't know. Dark's doing all the right things. It's just he's not been able to get sources of income that he needs in order to live. A tiny, tiny drop for Maru up here at the top right against Dark's base. Whoa! Dark is going for it now. Okay, so he's just going to try to maybe take out some of these tanks, get in here, kill some SCVs, kill a factory, force a liftoff on an orbital. Why not? A lot of SCVs are going to die here. Once the army shows up, you pretty much do not want to engage off creep, so we're just going to roly-poly move on out, force a cancel on that top left base that Maru was almost done with, which that hurts. That hurts a lot. Dark is making 52 Zerglings. They do have the Adrenal Gland upgrade. +3 melee attack is on the way here. This is the Ling Bane Lurker strategy of 2022, man. This has been a ton of all of those units. Liberator does get picked out of the sky, not by Hydralisks, but by Queens eventually. Ooh, trading a Queen in the process, though. That's not great. 12 SCVs do go down. Maru is at 67, which is a fine number. Lurkers are denying mining temporarily here from this planetary fortress. Ooh, 15 SCVs died, though. Splash damage is powerful, y'all. Going for building armor, Maru is. That's what kind of a game this is thus far. It's been very crazy back and forth. Creep spread by Dark. He's trying with it, man, but when you have lost 67 creep tumors in the first 14 minutes of a game, man, if you ever played against a Terran who's this aggressive killing your creep tumors, it feels pretty bad, huh? But I bet you've never lost 67 of them in the first 15 minutes of a match, right? Because you probably never played against Maru or like Clem or like Innovation, you know, TY, players like that, who will ruin your day by killing all of your tumors constantly nonstop and making you a sad panda. We get nukes, though. Nukes are being researched here by Maru, one of the 4 horsemen, one of the 4 best Terran players in Korea of all StarCraft 2 time. Innovation, Maru, TY, and, wait. Why am I spacing on who the other one is right now? That's embarrassing. Tasia? Maybe it's Tasia. Good drop from Maru in here into Dark's main base. Spawning pool sniped. Nicely done. Queen down. Queen down. Zerglings are going to do pretty well here. Extractor dies, and that's going to be about as much as you can get there for Maru. He decides to pack it up and get out of there. Dark, you may think this 12 o'clock base is just he's doing it because he's ahead, but no. He needs this. He needs this base if he's going to win this game. There's not a million places to expand on this map. Blackburn, taking the 12 o'clock as a Zerg player is really important to take it and hold it. The number of times the Zerg player has been able to win on this map is because they've taken this one, or they've taken this one and been able to hold it and been able to mine from it. Now, this is just a dead 12 o'clock. Because Dark trying to make it expand up here, just getting absolutely punished for that. You cannot just have army in the general vicinity when that happens, man. You have to have army parked on top, or that's going to happen. A big Terran army is going to roll up to it and force it to be canceled or just straight out kill it in 3.1 seconds, you know? If that long. Maru maybe going to try to drop top right. He's doing some shenanigans with high ground, low ground stuff over here near Dark's main base, but not going particularly well. Man, the Lings, they're chewing through these Marauders, as we talked about earlier in the game. Parasitic Bomb gets tossed on both of these medevacs. Ooh, it can't quite unload everybody before that medevac dies. That one does unload everyone. But, I mean, it's a small comfort there. 3 drones go down, but everybody in those medevacs gets immediately murderized. Dark's 12 o'clock base. He's trying it again. He's really making a good effort here. Yeah, unsupported Lurkers, not good against Terran. You need to support them with Lings and Banes and, like, Queens and other stuff. You really can't just make mass Lurker and expect to win this thing. Nuke attempt. Where? I don't know where the heck this... Oh, he's hiding behind this pillar. All right. Well, he sees the dot anyway. A bunch of creep tumors are going to die. Spore Crawler takes some damage there, too, which is fine. Another nuke's on the way. Maru says if at first you don't succeed with your nukes, try again. Setting up on the edge of the creep, trying to make sure this is a no-go zone, but look who's coming around from this backside, getting right on top of all of the siege tanks. Dark is doing some really good work here. Some excellent flank attack work. He's somehow consistently had 1 million Lings and Banelings the entire game when he needs them, and he's taking the 6 o'clock. Dude, if he could take the 6 and the 12 o'clock and hold both of those, he wins this game. That's it. That's the economy. That's the economy that he needs to beat Maru, because Maru's going to be way more cost efficient than he is. Dark has lost 20,000 resources, and Maru's lost only 17, and that's just going to get worse as the game goes on, because he's starting to make ghosts, and 14 ghosts are already on the field, and ghosts are incredibly cost-effective against things like Lurkers, cost-efficient against things like Ultralisks. They can snipe Vipers out of the sky. Overseers are a good target for them as well. So, and in the hands of Maru, man, there was a Dark versus Maru game that I posted on the channel maybe a couple months ago now, maybe just last month, where Dark made 22 ghosts and lost 1 of them in the entire game. It was something to behold for sure. All right, man. So this nuke... Oh, my gosh. This nuke... No! Wow! 11th hour realization there from Dark. When you have 8 bases, it's really hard to be aware of where all the potential nukes can be landed. Check them all quickly and see the dot when it's there, you know? So Maru scans the 6 o'clock and says, well, I guess we might as well kill this. And Dark's like, that's fine, as long as you leave the 12 o'clock alone and you don't take this. Yeah, these drones should probably evacuate right now, but alright. Maybe thinking about going in there. Decides to back out. Not really worth it. That gold base is pretty much mined out at this stage of the game. So these 3 drones die. And again, I think Dark's cool with holding on to the 12 o'clock as long as Maru doesn't get the 6 o'clock easily. That's my thought about this. 2 Spire. Double Spire. Pathogen glands coming in. That's interesting. That, to me, indicates maybe Broodlords. Fusion Core on the way. That indicates maybe Battle Cruisers this late? I don't know. Maybe the Spires are just in response to the Fusion Cores. Why not? Attack up to the north going very well. Baneling Bomb on that planetary takes it down. Nuke at the front, making it even more of a no man's land for Zerg to get into. He has to unburrow everybody. Get out of there. Unburrow get it out of there, man. The crawler doesn't get out of there. It ends up going down. The spine is dead. The planetary is going to die. Oh my gosh. No, it doesn't die. The repair is too good from the 1 SCV. It survives, which is crazy. But 32 SCVs have gone down, which is bad. So, I mean, 4 hatcheries have died, but only 15 drones, but 49 SCVs have died. But also, man, 2 planetaries and a command center. Dude, Dark is doing some serious work here. He finishes off the planetary at the gold base, which I don't know if that was really necessary to do. More SCVs. 4750 SCVs have died. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, yo, as a Terran fan, Zerg is overpowered. There's no way that Maru can win now. But you know what? We've seen players, especially Maru, be able to come back from losing this many workers and totally win the game. Because Terran is not dead until they are dead. Alright? Alright. So look at Maru. He's taking the 6 o'clock. That's what I'm talking about. This is the scary stuff here. Neural Parasite getting researched. I guess maybe that's just in preparation. I mean, neural parasiting a ghost. That is something... Yeah, you know what? That is something that we do see sometimes, is parasiting a ghost and then having it EMP his teammates, like his other ghosts around him, right? So that, so you can't cost down the EMPs yourself, right? On the Infestor's Baneling Bomb takes down a base. 16 more SCVs die, but the 12 o'clock base for Dark is going to die for the 2nd time today. Nicely done. Just a small group of Marauders able to pull that off, and the 6 o'clock from Maru. It's a planetary. It's getting muled. It's very important this source of income exists because Dark has the income advantage right now, but after losing the 12 o'clock, I'm not sure how much longer he's going to. Liberator's up. Do we have advanced ballistics? Did he get that fusion core for that upgrade or nothing yet? Nothing yet. Huh. Guess just maybe preparation for later. Anyway, the ghosts are here. The lurkers make it hard because you got to do a steady targeting snipe. It means you have to focus and hold it for a couple seconds, and lurkers make that very difficult. Parasitic Bomb is going to do some damage to the other air units that are wandering in its vicinity, very uncarefully, mind you. Army value is 140 to 114 right now. Dang. Maru, he's not replacing his SCVs all that much, which allows him to get up a much bigger army. Lurker's burning down the 6 o'clock base for Maru, though this planetary is going to die, thanks to the Lurkers that have the +3 attack. So this is, man, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock are hotly contested, which was the intent of this map maker here on Blackburn, is these were not supposed to be easy bases to hold. They were supposed to be very difficult to hold. Enemies are supposed to be able to get up there and kill them quickly if they so focused on doing so. So look at this. Army value, 143 to 120. Dark has way more income, though, because he's got 67 to 39 total workers. And this gold base is still mining because it was killed so often. Maru maybe doing Dark a bit of a favor there. Wow! Dark says this is one of the more important sources of income right now for Maru. Let's see if we can take it down. Well, Maru's army is a little bit away from home here. And so the planet, or the orbital lifts off, which is fine. It does not actually die. Dark has more money. I mean, I get it. Maru has a bigger army, but Dark can remax more easily after a big engagement like this, whereas Maru simply cannot. He has 170 gas and 500 minerals, which is not enough for any of that stuff. He's bringing his changelings home with him, which is not helping. Why are you scouting your own base? Changelings, go back out there and scout other things. Maru says, I'm going to take the 12 o'clock, but there's already a hatch coming in there. I think Dark's odds are pretty good here. Money's telling us a big story. Of course, as this gold base mines out, Maru does have this top left base, which is pretty healthy, and he's retaking this lower base, too, that he was forced to lift off just a second ago. Creep spread has still not been super hot, and I can't attribute that to Dark. I think he's doing his best with it, but Maru is just denying it. Pretty hardcore over and over and over again. Yeah, but be sure to check out falconpaladin.store. Right? It is a place you can go to get your merch for Falcon Paladin. We ship anywhere. You can use any of your currency. 12 o'clock base for Dark is denied again. He's taking the 6 o'clock base. Maybe we'll have better luck down here. No, we won't. Because Maru has army within spitting distance of this thing. He's just going to go check it real fast. And then we'll kill it. Oh, but the Ling Flood says, are you? Are you going to kill it? No, that army says absolutely not. Parasitic bombs beautifully placed on those medevacs. Lings are like, okay, this tank is the problem. We kill that, we get in amongst these SCVs. Absolutely, yes. But then the ghosts show up, and they don't do bonus damage versus Lings or anything, but they hit fast enough and hard enough that it's going to be a problem for those Lings for sure. Directing Liberators into some Hydras. We've seen some Hydras here. Not every single Hydra is being used to make a Lurker today. There's your EMP. Lurker spines, making it hard to connect. Some ghosts are definitely dying here. 8 ghosts have gone down. They are not as good. And Dark taps out. And Maru is your winner. Oh, wow. Look at Dark. He's down to 200 minerals. He does have 2,000 gas, but without minerals, the gas doesn't do anything for you. He could not establish the 12 o'clock again. He could not take the 6 o'clock at all. And the ghosts were just too much to handle. Dang. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that one, Maru fans. That was great. Dang it. That's not what I meant to do. Back. Army value 74 to 80 here. There's your scan. Liberator's dying. Ghosts show up. Pretty beautiful split there from Maru. Losing a couple of these ghosts. Yeah. That's pretty much it, right? That's where the GG occurs. Yeah, wow. It's a little premature, I would say. Yes, Maru has a bigger army right now. He does. He's got 8 ghosts. He's got 5 tanks, 4 liberators. He's got some medevacs, 2 marines and 2 marauders. And Dark's got 36 lings, 2 lurkers, of which are of questionable ability to live here, and a couple hydralisks, plus 200 minerals in the bank. And he doesn't really have the income. Well, it's even income. Yeah, it's premature. It really is. If he could have held on to this. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game where he killed 100 SCVs, 5 planetaries, a command center, and an orbital, and lost. Which, again, that is the power of Terran, man. That is so hard to do with the other races, but Terran can make it because mules, mostly. Yeah, only 20 drones died. 5 hatcheries died, which is a lot. But for a 26-minute game, not horrifically bad. How many lurkers are here? Yeah, so these are where the lurkers are. I don't know. It's just weird that the first real engagement where the ghosts do get the better of the lurkers because of some good splitting and some like intense micro there by Maru that Dark's like, all right, I'm out. If only he'd known that Maru only has 200 minerals in his bank and no gas. Like, his ability to produce stuff like more ghosts and more tanks is very limited. Yeah, a little bit of a premature GG there, but you know what? It's cool. Dark ended up having 54,000 resources lost. Whew, to only 42 for Maru. That is some pretty serious business. 872 Zerglings. Man. Amazing. And he got Adrenal. He got +3. I can't blame this on Adrenal glands like some of the ZVTs that I've had over the last 6 months where Zerg players, mostly Serral, inexplicably forget that Adrenal's a thing. But yeah, end of the day, great game for Maru. Ended up killing how many creep tumors? 132 in total, which is nuts. 28 lurkers went down, 101 banelings. Just gorgeous, gorgeous display of Terran power here from Maru, and he gets the W. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.